Could this decision mark the biggest shakeup in global health in decades? Donald Trump has officially pulled the United States out of the World Health Organization. But what does it mean for global health, and why is this decision so controversial? The World Health Organization, or WHO, has been at the forefront of global health for decades, fighting pandemics, eradicating diseases, and coordinating international medical efforts. The United States has always been one of its largest contributors until now. Trump's decision to withdraw the US is sparking global outrage and raising big questions about the future of global health. So, why did Trump decide to leave the WHO? According to him, the organization has failed the global community, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Trump has accused the WHO of being overly influenced by China and claims they mishandled critical early warnings about the virus. Trump has repeatedly called the WHO biased and incompetent, stating that the billions of dollars the US contributes are being wasted. His solution? Withdraw funding and pull out entirely. But critics argue that this decision is more political than practical, with devastating consequences for global health. This is Elite Global Watch, where we simplify the complex and reveal the hidden. Let's get started. The role of the WHO. The WHO is no small player in the global health arena. From eradicating smallpox to battling polio and malaria, the organization has saved millions of lives. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, it coordinated research, vaccine distribution, and global response efforts. The US's withdrawal leaves a massive gap, not just in funding, but also in leadership. As the WHO's largest financial backer, the US contributed nearly 18% of its budget. Without this support, many of the organization's life-saving initiatives could face delays or cancellations. Global reaction. The reaction from the global community has been swift. Leaders from Europe, Asia, and Africa have condemned Trump's decision, calling it short-sighted and dangerous. Many argue that at a time when global cooperation is needed the most, the US is turning its back on the world. Meanwhile, China has pledged to increase its support for the WHO, raising fears that the US's withdrawal could give Beijing even more influence in global health. The consequences. So, what does this mean for the world? Experts warn of several potential consequences. Reduced funding could cripple health initiatives in poorer nations. Vaccine distribution and pandemic preparedness could suffer setbacks. And without US leadership, global health governance may shift toward nations like China or the European Union. Domestically, critics argue that this move could isolate the US from the international health community, making it harder to collaborate on future pandemics. Possible outcomes. But is this the end of the story? Not necessarily. The withdrawal process takes 12 months to complete, leaving time for Trump's administration to finalize the exit. However, a future president could decide to rejoin the WHO after Trump's term ends, potentially reversing the decision. In conclusion, Trump's withdrawal from the WHO is a bold and controversial move with far-reaching consequences. As the world grapples with pandemics and global health crises, the question remains: is this decision a step toward accountability, or a dangerous gamble? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you support Trump's decision, or do you think it's a mistake? And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more updates on global issues.